We're going to start with color and clarity. So the instructions on the first part of the experiment note that we should label 4 medicine cups for patients 1 through 4, and then we'll shake the sample of urine and add 10 milliliters to each medicine cup for individual patients, and then we'll look at the color and the clarity. Now, normal urine should be yellow to amber color. Let me show you that slide. So a pale yellow to amber is normal. If the person's urine is too pale, they may be overhydrated, or they could have a disease. We also might see the clarity, meaning is there a milky color that could indicate, milky or cloudy, that could indicate fat or pus from a urinary tract infection. Red might be due to any food that the patient ate, like beets, that can discolor the urine and make it look alarmingly red. Also, drugs or blood, of course, would cause the urine to look red. And green could usually be associated with an infection or the presence of bile. And then a brown-black color we often associate with the presence of blood, which is a hemorrhage, and or for phenol, metal poisoning, or even a fistula, which is the presence of feces in the blood, because the colon has a pathological opening into the urethra, so feces have entered the urinary tract, and so you'll see that is a brown-black color. So let's look at each of those possibilities with our samples. All right, and so here are the samples. I've already added them, or added the urine to each of the samples. So if you take just a moment to stare at them, noting any color differences or clarity differences that you see. You could say that each of these is yellow. Patient number 1 is yellow or yellowish. Patient number 2, yellowish. Patient number 3, however, if you can make out, it's just a little bit darker than the other 3 samples. Patient number 4 is yellow. How about clarity? So we'll put yellow in our category for all of the patients, but we might change patient number 3's to just slightly darker yellow. How about clarity? So for each of these, we're looking to see, can we see any sort of presence of protein? We can't really see blood cells, but you can see if it looks cloudy, you can see the presence of something that would cause something to be cloudy, like blood cells or pus or protein. And so all of these look clear except for perhaps, again, number 3, Miss Johnson. And I don't know if you can tell, but you can see some precipitate down at the bottom of this cup. And so there is the presence of something. We'll have to test to find out what it is. The other 3 are fairly clear. As far as I can see. All right. So on our chart, we would put yellow for each of these, and we would note that Miss Johnson's, patient number 3's, urine was a bit of a darker yellow, closer to an amber. And if we were to note under clarity, we would say that all of these were clear except patient 3, whose urine was cloudy or had a precipitate that we need to diagnose with a test.